Yehova Eloheinu Svaod, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Numbers chapter 23. Balaam said to Balak, "Build me 7 altars here, and prepare me 7 bulls and 7 rams here." Balak did as Balaam said. Then Balak and Balaam offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Balaam said to Balak, "Stand by your burnt offering while I go off. Maybe Yehovah will come and meet me, and whatever he shows me I will tell you." He went off to a bare hill. God met Balaam and said to him, "I prepared the 7 altars and offered a bull and a ram on each altar." Then Yehovah put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, "Go on back to Balak and speak as I tell you." He went back to him, and there standing by his burnt offering, he with all the princes of Moab, he made his pronouncement. "Balak, the king of Moab, brings me from Aram, from the eastern hills, saying, 'Come, curse Yaakov for me. Come and denounce Israel.' How am I to curse those whose God has not cursed? How am I to denounce those whom Yehovah has not denounced? From the top of the rocks I see them. From the hills I behold them. Yes, a people that will dwell alone and not think itself one of the nations, who has counted the dust of Yaakov or numbered the ashes of Israel. May I die as the righteous die. May my end be like theirs." Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done this to me? To curse my enemies is why I brought you here. You have totally blessed them." He answered, "Mustn't I take care to say just what Yehovah puts in my mouth?" Balak said to him, "All right, come with me to another place where you can see them. You will see only some of them, not all, but you can curse them for me from there." He took him through the field of Sephorim to the top of the Pisgah range, built 7 altars, and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Balaam said to Balak, "Stand here by your burnt offering while I go over there for a meeting." Yehovah met Balaam, put a word in his mouth, and said, "Go on back to Balak and speak as I tell you." He came to him and stood by his burnt offering with all the princes of Moab. Balak asked him, "What did Yehovah say?" Then Balaam made his pronouncement. "Get up, Balak, and listen. Turn your ears to me, son of Zippor. God is not a human who lies, or a mortal who changes his mind. When he says something, he will do it. When he makes a promise, he will fulfill it. Look, I am ordered to bless. When he blesses, I can't reverse it. No one has ever seen guilt in Yaakov or perceived perversity in Israel. Yehovah, their God, is with them and acclaimed as king among them. God, who brought them out of Egypt, gives them the strength of a wild ox. Thus one can't put a spell on Yaakov. No magic will work against Israel. Can now be said of Yaakov and Israel, what is this God has done? Here is a people rising up like a lioness. Like a lion, he rears himself. He rears himself up. He does not lie down till he eats up his prey and drinks the blood of the slain." Balak said to Balaam, "Obviously you won't curse them, but at least don't bless them." However, Balaam answered Balak, "Didn't I warn you that I must do everything Yehovah says?" Balak said to Balaam, "Come, I will take you now to another place. Maybe it will please God for you to curse them for me from there." Balak took Balaam to the top of Peor, overlooking the desert. Balaam said to Balak, "Build me 7 altars here and prepare for me 7 bulls and 7 rams." Balak did as Balaam said and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this? Interesting chapter 23 of Numbers. We can align our prayers with the written words of Yehova. Speak the written words of Yehova. Bless Israel. Say only what Yehova has spoken in his word. Anywhere your feet take you, speak the words of Yehova found in his word. Proclaim that Yehova is Elohim. Aim to do everything Yehova says. Aim to please Elohim, even if this is not pleasing men. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can share with the children of Israel that we should speak and do the written words of Yehova. Bear one another's burdens. We can speak and do the written words of Yehova as an example to follow. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehova will kneel before you presenting gifts. He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehova will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehova will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Yavirachacha Yehova, Vayishmaricha Yair, Yehova panav elecha, Vechunicha Yisa, Yehova panav elecha, Vayasam lecha shalom. May Yehova bless you and keep you. May Yehova make his face shine on you and show you his favor. May Yehova lift up his face toward you and give you peace.